Curly Dock, Rumex crispus, we meet again. You should recognize this plant as having appeared by every road and every highway you've ever been on since you've been a young child. Curly Dock's native to... come on, Orange. It's native to... stop! Native to Europe and Eurasia, Curly Dock is spread all over the world with the exception of Australia. Is that true, Australians? Curly Dock has been used as a food and medicine by every culture that has ever encountered it forever. Now, you can learn more about that at pullupyourplants.com. Just search Rumex and it'll pop up. I've already recreated Pliny the Elder's recipe for mouthwash using the root of this plant, and it was gross. Then I recreated an old recipe for toothpaste using the root, and that was actually kind of passable and better. The last thing I explored was Curly Dock seeds that had been roasted and used as a coffee substitute during the Civil War, and that actually was pretty good. But it tasted more like tea, so I figured, why not make a spice mixture tea? Why don't we make some Curly Dock Masala chai and see what happens? So I preheated the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and put my seeds onto a tray, picked out all the sticks and leaves, and I stuck it in there once it was to temp and let it roast for 30 minutes. Now the roasting seeds are really aromatic. They smelled really, really familiar, kind of like a breakfast cereal or like a bran or something like that. Really nice. And I took about 1.5 to 2 cups of that, probably 2 cups, and pounded it down and ground it down in a mortar and pestle. Now you could probably use a Ninja and just whiz it really quick. I just didn't have one on hand. Now for the spice mixture, I had 3 whole cloves. I had 1 teaspoon of fennel, 5 teaspoons of sugar, 3 like kid toe sized pieces of ginger peeled and chopped, 5 cardamom pods, and 1 stick of cinnamon. I decided that was too much ginger, so I put like half of it aside because I didn't want it to be too spicy. And then we had 1 cup of milk, and don't forget your Lactaid. So I brought 2.5 cups of water to a boil, put all my spices in. After it boiled, I put in my roasted seeds and let it boil for about 8 minutes. After it was boiling that long, I put in 1 cup of milk, and then I put in the sugar. And I let that sort of simmer for about 5 minutes. Okay, well, it smells really good in here. It looks absolutely awesome. I'm going to bring it up. Look at the color on that. It's freaking incredible. This is really good. This is really good. This is really good. Okay, so it's freaking fantastic, seriously. I wouldn't be able to tell you this isn't tea. If you gave it to me, I'd have no idea that it was not tea. I'm gonna look forward to doing this every year. If you're wondering why I became like disheveled all of a sudden, it's because I spilled chai all over myself because I got so excited about this. This works so well, I'm having a hard time talking. Now, like, I know like, chai masala is the spice mixture, chai just means tea, so when you say chai tea, you're just saying tea, right? And the reason I asked in the beginning if people from Australia, like, if it really didn't occur in their countries, because my source is Kew Gardens, because it's the only really reputable place I know that consistently has maps for where things are around the world, like how they're distributed and stuff like that. Well, Australia was empty, and also India, and I was like, how is that? How can like Rumex crispus just spread all over Eurasia except for India with all its different climates and stuff like that? I find that hard to believe, but I mean, I am not a cook or anything like that. This is my first time making chai. I'm sure I made masala chai. I'm sure I made mistakes. And, you know, part of the reason that I do these videos is because I'd like my mistakes corrected, you know, so I could get to learn with you, you know. But this is like one thing that I have done where I don't care if I got it particularly exactly right what happened. What happened as a result of what I did today, I'm going to recreate. I hope you try it. Please let me know if you try this in the comments, and check out my website, Pull Up Your Plants. I wrote extensively about Curly Dock, Rumex crispus. There's a lot to find out about it. too much to put into one video. Maybe I could try to cram it in one time, but yeah, if you're really interested in finding more about this weed that grows in your backyard, you know, it's worth checking out. There's a whole world out there that's just so exciting to discover. There's discoveries, you know, just even like culinary discoveries to be made. But I am really, really shocked about this one. This is excellent. This is excellent. All right. Well, we went out on a high note with Curly Dog. I don't know if I'm going to go out on this. I think I'm going to experiment more. But yeah, check out pullupyourplants.com. Please do try this. And if you do or have a good or bad experience, or leave a comment, and yeah, please let me know how I can improve this in the future, because I'm not a cook. I just kind of screw around with these things. But yeah, excellent. Thank you.